welcome back to another video. Fuck me, I needed trim. Right, today we're doing rear Haldex service. Looks pretty straightforward, so I'll talk you through what we're going to do, and then we'll just get on with it. And then after this, I've completed a full service on this car, which is over a couple of videos. So if you haven't watched the other videos, this will be the last video. So if you haven't watched the other videos, go and watch them. But yeah, let's jump underneath now and I'll show you exactly what you need to do if you want to do a rear Haldex service DIY. So boys, I just jacked that side of the car up with the wheel off just for a bit of access. I don't know why I took wheel off, to be honest, but there we go. Make sure you got an axle stand. I don't actually know where the best place is to put axle stands under this, because there is plates near where the jack is, but it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel thick enough and strong enough, so I'll just put it on there for now. But it's not actually resting on there, it's resting on the jack, so that's just 100% for emergency services if it did drop. I just found a bit of oil on my diff, nice. So here is where we're going to do the Haldex. So there's a module and there's a fucking plug somewhere. We'll sort that out in a bit. So first thing you're going to do, there's a drain plug up here, fill plug, sorry, up here, and we're going to crack that off first. I've seen many people crack it off first just to make sure it doesn't strip, because say if that did strip after you drained it, you won't be able to fill it and you'd be fucked. So we're going to crack that off just to make sure it doesn't strip. The drain plug is here, facing that way. It's an Allen key bit. I'll tell you what Allen key bit is in a minute, but it's literally just below the module right there, and liquid's going to come that way. And then your Haldex pump is there with little either Torx bits, or you can take it off by normal socket fitting. I would do it the normal, I think they're either 10s or 13s by looking at them. I would do it the normal way. I wouldn't trust Torx because they come round and we don't have replacement bolts. So yeah, so we'll start off first. I'll crack that plug off, then I'll drain it, then we'll take the pump off, but the pump connects to the module, so there is a plug up here that you will have to remove if you're completely removing the module, because today I won't just be changing the oil, I'll be cleaning the unserviceable filter that's inside this, so you will need to take the pump out if you are doing this. Right guys, so your fill plug is a 5mm Allen key bit and your drain plug is an 8mm Allen key bit. So we've got them in place now. I'm literally just going to crack the top one off and then we will start to drain it. So we're just going to get up here and I can't fit. Brilliant, let me do my trick. And then you struggle getting a ratchet on it, use a 10mm ratchet spanner, lads. It goes straight over your connections. Thank you.
On cardboard, I see.
I'm lay on cardboard. Bloody hell, cardboard, protect the driveway, blah blah blah. Right, so we're just gonna, I've cracked it off, I've cracked off the top as well. And we're just gonna work it out. It's been a bit of a bell end, so I'm gonna try to take this off and do it by hand. That's so much better. It's gonna go fucking everywhere. It's not much liquid in these, about 850ml if you're doing your pump as well, so you will only need one bottle of whatever shit you're getting, as long as it's 850ml. And this plug is fucking well long, and I'm going to get full of fluid in about 5 seconds. Like, hello? Why does it need to be this big? Oh my god, boys. Oh, it's fucking there. Ready? Go. It's not even dirty, man. Fucking nothing wrong with that. Oh well, boys, I'll let that drain. Right, lads, as you can see, it's drained. So once it gets to a steady little drip, I'm just going to go ahead and put the plug back in. It's a fucking massive plug, this. I don't know why it's so big. Obviously, if you want to do this properly, you'll need a new washer for that. You'll need a new seal for your Haldex pump, which is here, and you'll need new bolts for your Haldex as well. I'm not too bothered, so I'm going to do it without the seals, and then if it leaks, I can kick myself later. And now I've lost my 10mm ratchet spanner. Brilliant. Oh, there it is. Which one is tightening? That's loosening, so that's tightening, cool. So we're just gonna nip that up like that. And I'm gonna sort of undo that foil plug a bit, just to make sure it's not stripped or anything. No, it seems perfectly fine. So I'm just gonna put it back in, and I will move on to the fucking plugs. Now, can't remember which plug connects to the Haldex, because there are two plugs on the module. That's what I'll do, is I'll have a quick look and find out which one connects, and then I'll let you guys know so you don't have to fuck about like I am. Right, lads. Oh my god. Right, lads. So there's the module, and it's got two 10mm on the inside. I'm just going to remove it, just so I can get to the plugs at the top. Right, guys. So far, what I've been able to do is undo the two 10s out of that. Fiddle about with this fucking connector, which took me about 10 minutes to get off. But once it's off, the module will drop down. You can forget about that. And then up here, you won't really be able to see, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a fucking... I'll show you when I take the wire out. But there's a really shit harness holding the wire in above the prop shaft. So you do need to fucking sort of rip that out. Don't break it though. And then you're literally going to bring this wire... Going to bring that wire over the other side of the prop shaft, and then we'll undo the Haldex pump. Right, lads, so once your wire is free and dangling, you can go ahead and undo that 10mm there and the 10mm up down connected here. This should crack them off and they should be hand tight. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull it out. Make sure you've got a drain under it, because liquid will come out of it. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to clean the filter. Right, that's it. To take it out, you want to sort of twist and pull to sort of break the seal, bring it straight out. And yeah, the liquid in that is fucking, that's filthy. That filter has never been, oh my god, that's fucking minging. Look at that. So there's two T10 bits which go in here. Just gonna undo them, take it off. Look how fucking disgusting this is. VW don't do this as part of their Haldex service. I really fucking think they should, because that is disgusting. So I've got some brake cleaner here in a bottle. I'm just going to clean it out. Clean that out. Probably clean it inside of the where the pump goes as well, and then get it all back together. Oh lads, you've seen nothing yet. Fucking look inside there. That is fucking minging. Right guys, so that's what your pump should look like when you've cleaned it. Now we're just going to reverse the steps now. Just get it back together. So I've got the Haldex pump back in now with the two 10mm in it. You don't want to go too tight with these. I don't know what the torque spec is. I think it's around 20 to 30 newton meters, but just don't go too tight with them because you might snap it. And now we've got to get this wiring back in, and we'll get the module back up, and then we'll fill it with Haldex oil. So as you can see, our pump's back in, all tightened up. The wire's gone back over the drive shaft. Our module's back in with the 210s, and we have plugged in the electrical connector to the module. Now the last thing to do is to fill the rear Haldex. I'll show you how to do that now. Right lads, so I filled it up off camera because it's a bit hard to film while I'm doing it. I used a fill tool like that, sucking the oil from the bottle straight into the fill plug, and then once it was showing that it was full, put the car flat, got back under it, filled it up more, and then let it just steady stream out before I put the fill plug back in. I primed my system, went back and checked the level, and it was all right. So yeah, basically done now.